Welcome to Book Solid, the home service growth podcast. Helping service businesses capture more calls, respond faster to leads, and turn more opportunities into book jobs.
Quick vignette. Imagine a tech blocks a 9 a.m. slot for a $450 furnace repair. Dispatcher calls to confirm. No answer. 2 hours later, the customer cancels without rescheduling. That $450 slot is gone. The crew is idle, and the owner just lost a day of revenue. Now flip it. Same slot, same customer, but dispatch secures a $25 booking deposit up front. The customer shows up, job done, $25 covers the no-show, keeps your schedule full. That small change, it moves the needle.
Why am I talking about this? Because most home service companies don't have a lead problem. They have a commitment problem. Casual bookings are easy to cancel, and each no-show has a real cost. Lost labor, lost opportunity, technician idle time, and the administrative time to refill that slot. For many shops, a handful of no-shows each week adds up to thousands of dollars a month.
Here's the core insight. Small deposits are commitment devices. They change customer behavior without creating friction. A token amount, $20, $30, maybe $50, depending on the job, signals that the appointment is real. It doesn't have to be punitive. Framed right, it's a promise. We hold your slot, you show up, we apply the deposit to your invoice, or refund if you reschedule on fair terms. Behavioral economics, not hard selling. So, how much is small? Use 3 quick rules to pick a deposit amount. 1, for time-based diagnostic or service calls, think 10 to 15% of the typical job average, with a floor at $20 and a ceiling at $50. 2, for emergency or after-hours slots that have higher opportunity cost, bump to $50. 3, for large scheduled installations, think HVAC installs, use a larger deposit tied to your procurement risk, but keep it explicit and refundable on reasonable notice. The point is to cover your expected no-show cost, not the full job value.
Now the part dispatchers actually need. 3 short lines to introduce the deposit without sounding transactional. Say this: to hold your appointment, we ask for a small $25 booking deposit that we apply to your invoice. It protects your slot and helps us guarantee the tech arrives on time. Can I send you a one-tap payment link now? If the customer seems cautious, follow with, totally fair. We fully refund if you reschedule with 24 hours notice. Short, warm, and confident. That's it. No scripts that sound like a contract. SMS copy is where you win the conversion. Sample one-tap SMS. Thanks. To hold your 9 a.m. slot, we request a $25 booking deposit. Tap to pay, payment link. Deposit applied to your invoice or fully refundable with 24-hour notice. Questions? Reply to this text. Send that link immediately after the call and send a polite reminder 48 hours before the job if they paid. Timing matters. The quicker the link, the higher the conversion. Tech options. 2 vendor archetypes work well for small teams. Option A, card-on-file tokenization. You collect a card and store a token so you can charge a deposit or a no-show fee later. Pros, smooth customer experience, fewer payment steps. Cons, slightly higher PCI scope and more trust required. Option B, one-time payment links via a PCI-compliant processor. Send a secure link and the customer pays on the spot. Pros, minimal PCI burden for you, fast setup. Cons, slightly lower conversion than card on file for some customers. Pick the one that matches your team comfort and legal advice.
Refund and reschedule rules that feel fair are critical to avoid pushback. Template policy. Deposits applied to invoice or fully refunded with at least 24 hours notice. If customer cancels inside 24 hours, deposit applied to no-show costs. If we cancel or need to reschedule, deposit refunded or applied to next appointment. Keep the language simple and put it in the confirmation SMS so customers see it in writing. Fairness reduces objections.
You will hear objections. Have 5 short rebuttals ready. 1. I don't want to pay now. Reply, totally. It's just $25 to hold the slot, and we apply it to your invoice when the tech arrives. 2. What if you don't show? Reply, we refund immediately if we cancel, and we'll prioritize rebooking you at no extra charge. 3. That's ridiculous. I get it. This helps us guarantee our techs show on time so you're not left waiting. If you want, I can hold the slot for 24 hours while you think about it.
4. I don't have a card. No problem. We can accept payment over the phone or take X payment methods when the tech arrives, but a small deposit holds the slot. 5. Why now? Because this keeps your appointment secure and allows us to send the right technician with parts if needed.
Ready to test it without overcommitting? Run a 7-day pilot. Sample plan. Pick 2 high-value appointment types with elevated no-show rates. For example, same-day diagnostic and after-hours calls. Start with a $25 deposit. Sample size, 50 bookings per type if possible. If you're smaller, run it for a week and measure trends. Metrics to track daily. Cancellation rate, recovered revenue, deposits applied, opt-out rate when deposit is requested, and net kept appointments. Target outcome, reduce cancellations by at least 30% on piloted slots and recover enough revenue to cover processing fees. Track results in a simple spreadsheet. Date, appointment type, deposit requested YN, paid YN, canceled YN, deposit applied, refunded, net recovered.
Compliance checklist. Basic items to keep risk low. 1. Use a PCI-compliant processor or payment link provider. 2. Document your refund policy and include it in confirmation messages. 3. Limit deposit coverage to estimated no-show costs rather than full job value. 4. Require a quick legal review if your state has peculiar payment rules. 5. Train dispatchers with 2 role-play phrases and a 15-minute briefing before launch. These steps keep things tidy without adding legal headaches. Common pitfalls and quick fixes. If conversion drops, your pitch is probably too transactional. Soften the language and emphasize the deposit is applied to the invoice. If staff sound robotic, run 2 10-minute role plays and give them alternate phrasings. If processing fees eat margin, pick lower fee vendor archetype or raise the deposit floor slightly and reproject net recovery. And if customers push back on cards on file, use one-time links for those calls. Small fixes, big differences.
Before I close, a quick compliance and customer experience reminder. This is not about nickel and diming customers. It's about protecting schedules, respecting technicians' time, and keeping your margins healthy. When you frame the deposit as a simple booking promise and make refund rules easy, most customers accept it because it gives them a reliable appointment window. If you want everything I mentioned, the exact phone lines, SMS templates, the 2 vendor archetypes comparison, the 7-day pilot spreadsheet, and a short PCI checklist, grab the Deposit Starter Kit at ProfitPulse.biz. While you're there, download 107 Quick Wins for home service businesses. It's a short playbook you can run through with your team in a single afternoon.
Summary in one sentence. A low, well-framed deposit increases customer commitment, reduces cancellations, and helps you recover no-show costs. And you can test it in 7 days with no extra hires. Small systems, big impact. Turn more calls into booked jobs.